All right.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to On the Beat. I'm Stephen Bailey, as always joined by David Wilson. We're here in the Carrier Dome after Syracuse's 59-54 win over Pittsburgh. We saw a clash of former Big East rivals in their first game in the ACC, and we saw Tyler Ennis, a first-year player, win the game, really. He made 2 layups in the final, about a minute and a half, and then he hit 2 free throws to ice the game after the Panthers came back and gave Syracuse a real scare, maybe their biggest scare of the season. What did you see from him, and just how astounding is it for this guy to do what he does as a freshman?
And Boeheim straight up after the game said that Tyler Ennis won this game for them. And what's especially impressive is that this team has plenty of offensive weapons. CJ Fair didn't have his best game, still managed 13 points. Jeremy Grant scored 12. Trevor Cooney is always a great scoring option. Syracuse is a team shot better than 50%, but they still go with this freshman at the end of the game. They're opening things up for him to make the pass, but they know that he has the ability to come around the screen and get to the rim and pretty much finish at will.
It was incredibly impressive, and the thing is, what CJ Fair said is they should never have needed Tyler to make those plays. Syracuse was up 10 with I think about 13 minutes left in the second half, and then Lamar Patterson, Pittsburgh's leading scorer, went off. He had 3 straight three-pointers, pulled Pittsburgh within 3, and just totally changed the complexion of the game. You saw Tyler Ennis and Trevor Cooney rise up in the zone, leaving the high post open, and then you saw Talib Zana really control the inside, and Raheem Christmas finished with 4 rebounds, and Pittsburgh controlled the glass and came back and made a game that looked like one Syracuse would put away a real fight at the end. So what do you think of Patterson's play? Do you think Syracuse should have done anything differently?
There's only so much you can do when a guy gets hot against the zone. You got to stretch it out to get on the guy, but you don't want to stretch too much. CJ Fair led the team with 6 rebounds, which he got outscored 19-2 in second chance points, and obviously Patterson brought him back within range, but also changed the complexion of how the zone had to work, pulling guys out. Pittsburgh was able to dominate the glass in the second half because they had a shooter who finally got going.
So we saw the Syracuse big men struggle a little bit at the end there, but offensively we saw Raheem Christmas possibly at his best. He's had some great games when he gets the ball in the post, and today he was 4 for 4, raising his shooting percentage to something like 77%. And he looked comfortable in the post. Should Syracuse be getting him the ball more down there?
Yeah, I think you should. You have to get him in his right spot, though. We saw him have a bad turnover at the end of the game when he got the ball on the baseline and tried to square up. They need to be getting him maybe on some more pick and roll type stuff. Getting him from the high post down to the low post. You don't want him to be the one who has to create, but if you get him around the basket, he's shown that he's really developed that hook shot well, and he can do things more than now just dunk in transition.
Especially with CJ Fair not having his best couple games. I think he's got 20 points combined in the BC game, and Trevor Cooney's still struggling to find his shot. Maybe Christmas is a guy you go to be more than the 4th scoring option. Maybe he's a guy who you need to get more than 4 field goals a game. And Syracuse will have a chance to do that on Saturday when they take on Miami. We saw the Hurricanes give them a pretty good scare with Jim Larandega's 1-2-2 zone that Bernie Fine actually helped teach them a little bit. He showed up for a day of practice, so that's an interesting little note. I think Syracuse is going to face a tough slate, and we're kind of realizing that now, and Miami will be another one of those games on Saturday. So thanks for watching. Be sure to visit dailyorange.com for all our coverage from today, and as always, you can follow us on @DO Sports on Twitter. Thanks.